Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Amateur Bowlers Tour. This weekend is a top 8 single elimination match play format. We're at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood. With me this afternoon is our resident collegiate animal, Emily Eckhoff. Emily, welcome.
Hi.
First time doing this. You have any clue what you're doing?
I actually did this at the last CSBT with Drew Highland.
Okay, very good. Well, that's a shame. I won't hold that against you.
All right.
This is our first round of matches. We go top 8. The overall leader has a bye into the championship match, which is Chris Curran out of Morrison. So right now he's guaranteed second place money with $1,060 in his pocket. Our second seeded player gets a 1-round bye. Then he'll come in and he'll take the lowest remaining seeded bowler in round 2. And then the other 2 winners will match up against each other. Then the 2 that are left will bowl each other. When we have 1 bowler left out of this group, that remaining player bowls Chris Curran for the title. Actually, handicaps are pretty close. Jerry Kiley and Shane McCool on 23 and 24, both with 20 pins handicap, so that's a scratch match. Sean Diggs is bowling Barry Powell, and Sean's getting 18 pins. And then our 2 master players on 27 and 28, Tony Ritchie out of Colorado Springs, Rick Isaacs out of Aurora. There's a 1-pin difference there, so real close. You've had an opportunity to bowl in this new Wolf pattern.
I have.
And it is really, really tough.
It definitely is, because with how short the pattern is and the way it's laid out, it just makes it really difficult to play the lane.
There was only a few people that I saw in qualifying all weekend that were actually playing the pattern the way it was supposed to be played. 2 of them bowled pretty good. Gideon Spar, left-hander, and Dave Trujillo actually threw very well in qualifying. It seemed as though they didn't have enough confidence to either stay there or make a move out there. A lot of them kind of floated into the middle, and I think that's where a lot of the problems started. And do you see that also when you play on this?
I do. I definitely do. Because I bowled it at the CSBT sweeper last weekend in Highlands Park on the Wolf pattern, and I just had the most difficult time with transition.
Yeah.
And I know Gideon, I talked to him, and he had the hardest time with transition too, and he moved a little too late.
I think really the toughest part of this, I mean, traditionally you would say, okay, it's 32 feet. You take the 31 away, we're basically looking at 1. So you're saying, okay, I'm going to play the extreme ditch. I'm just going to take the ball right up the ditch and see what I got. But this pattern has a little bit of hang on the first couple boards. So you really can't do that.
You can't. And I've seen a lot of people try to play inside this today. And there was hold. I was seeing some hold, and I was so shocked to see that.
Yeah. The biggest difference I see with this group of people as opposed to the higher average players, so to speak, they all will break the lane down pretty much the same. You have such a vast variety of players in an amateur event as this, where you have bowlers from 150 to 230 basically, but the majority of the club average is probably in the 170s. So they don't play the lane the way you would expect it to play, and then when you're moving lanes, you don't know what they've done to it.
Exactly.
And that's why I think the scores get tougher here than, say, if the scratch event came here and they bowled on fresh practice, they would open, they would all play the same play, and then we'd go and bang, 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 everybody start rocking. It's very tough to do that with this group of people, which really does make it tougher for the higher average players, again, when they're spotting the handicap that they can spot here also. It makes it tough. You know, Marko Popovic struggled on this. A lot of our top players, Isaac Hernandez, who's been absolutely unbelievable the last 2 months, really, really struggled. And so I can understand why. And then you move in, it seems that inside shot is so speed sensitive.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
And carry, corners, and just, you know, smack 8, smack 9s, 4 9s, it just pull your hair out. And then they miss the easy spare. Righties don't give it enough room, ball walks left, misses everything. You know, it makes the scores tough. The scores were very low this weekend.
I know, like I said, there was a lot of people that played inside, and as they were throwing the ball out, it just floated. Right. Getting 3 counts and hitting, for righties, the 3-6, not even hitting the head pin and leaving washouts.
Yeah. You know, it's just tough. It really is. So you really have to have a good mindset, because you know you're going to struggle. And basically it's just a grind. I mean, the cut for us was plus 10. The average, if everybody bowls their average, it cuts about 80 over. So there's 70 under after 5 squads yesterday. The cut this morning is minus 19.
Oh, wow.
The second squad was plus 3. The cut to make the top 8 was plus 3. That's 50 pins under average.
Yeah.
So you just have to stay in it. You know that, if you shoot 150, 160 on a normal shot, you're going, oh my God, I got to shoot 240, 250 just to have a sniff. On this, one decent game gets you right back in it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But you have to know that and understand that you're going to have opens, and you just do the best you can.
Exactly.
And we're going to see everything today.
Oh yeah, I've seen a lot today.
Yeah, we're going to see some good games, and we're going to see some really brutal, grind out, probably 140s and 150s.
Yeah.
So you've had first year of college under your belt?
For bowling, yes.
Okay.
Second year for academics.
Okay. And how did that go?
All right.
Yeah?
It went all right.
Okay. I hear you're trying to recruit all kinds of people to go to Hastings.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We're trying to improve our program and try to get a lot of great bowlers.
How did they do overall this year, would you say?
The girls did not make sectionals, but the boys did.
Okay.
And the funny thing about our boys team, we only had 5 bowlers first semester, and we lost a bowler after the first semester. And then we somehow recruited two other boys, and so we had 6 people the second semester, and they made it to sectionals.
Excellent. Now, how long has that program really been going?
It's a first-year program.
Oh my God! So they did great. They really did. Excellent.
And it was great for them too, hearing that I also got second team All-American for the season.
Very good.
So there's a lot of people that are now really interested in Hastings.
Good. Very good. Yeah, because they probably had never probably hadn't even heard of them, because if they're not in the bowling program per se, the other schools in the area really won't get an idea of even what's going on.
Yeah.
So it's good that you got your name out there, and now they're looking at you, which is good.
Yes,
good.
Definitely.
Okay, we got some serious ugly right in front of us here. Poor Sean is struggling out of the gate, and Barry really got going pretty good. Spare, double spare. A clean game on this, Em, is just
it's
excellent.
Huge.
It is.
Huge.
Really is.
All right, I got a shout out from Cindy Kiley, who's watching Jerry Kiley.
That's a shame.
Yeah. That's not a shame. They just wanted I want to give a shout out to them supporting Jerry Kiley here. Thank you for watching,
The
Kiley
Kiley
family.
bowling family.
Yes.
Now that Cindy is no longer in the bowling business and she can actually be a human being once again, she's probably loving life, I'm sure.
Oh, I haven't seen her since Golden Close.
I know.
So I have no idea.
No, Cindy's doing fine.
Yes, I'm glad to hear that.
Unfortunately, we do have some sad news to pass along for those of you in the bowling area, in the Denver bowling area. We were just informed this morning that our Denver Hall of Famer Tom Carbone passed away unexpectedly yesterday. Massive heart attack. And to Kathy Gunnison, Cameo, Dan, his brother, our condolences. We're going to miss Tom. Tom was great for the Denver bowling area. Pro shop operator for a number of years out of AMF Broadway, and most recently AMF Arvada. We're going to miss him. He was a great guy. So on behalf of all of us, not only myself and Emily and all the members here, just everybody that's ever been associated with bowling in Denver that has known the Carbone family, it's just a great family. And we're really sorry to hear about that, and our sympathies are with all of you.
It was really shocking news to hear about that this morning.
It's one of those things where you don't believe it.
Yeah.
And I honestly didn't believe it because I just saw Tom. You know, when you just see somebody, it just doesn't sink in.
Yeah.
And it's tragic, and it's a sin. All right, Barry's keeping the heat on in front of us. I mean, he's probably got the best game going here. Well, Tony Ritchie's doing okay too. Other than that, the guys on 23 and 24 are doing the grind, which we expect it to happen. So is Drew Highland actually bowling up there, or is he doing the show up there? Or did the show? Okay. So he actually is still alive, which is good to hear.
Yeah.
And what? Oh, I'm sure he does. Especially since now that he's done, he can chill out.
He's put in 8 hours.
Oh, sure. Yeah. That's a long day. What is it, 5-game qualifier, then cut top 12 and go from there? Yeah.
And then it was 2 games still left.
Yeah, it's a lot of bowling. It's a lot of bowling.
Yesterday it was 10 games yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, congrats to Steve Badovinick, one of my master champions, also one of the top players in town. Won the I guess you would call it the end of year CSBT qualifier for $5,000. It was their a tournament that you had to have so many tournaments or stops to participate. Heard the turnout was a little disappointing, but obviously the field was excellent, and they were on the same pattern their first round of qualifying, and then the leader George Brooks has his choice of which of the 3 patterns he wanted. He picked this. So George, you're sick. You're just a sick human being, buddy. And him and Steve went at it, and Steve was the victor. So Steve, congratulations. And by the way, you can pass some of that money along to me. I know that you'll do that gladly. You won't even think twice.
He can support a poor college student.
Yeah, absolutely, sure. Yeah. Yeah, there was, you're always going to have surprises, but that's what makes it so cool. Mm-hmm. Really is. You always say, okay, based on this, and you see who's playing. Well, I think this guy's got the best luck. He'll do this. He'll do that. It almost never works out that way. Well, Sean's trying to come back. He's got a double, going for 3 in a row. Oh. All right. Key is spares, though. You got to make those spares. Spares on this shot miss spares will just absolutely eat you alive. And I'm not going to mention names, but we had a master player in my club who has won multiple master titles over the years. Actually shot a 95 this morning.
Oh, wow.
And I'm telling you, it's possible. Any of you that have been on some of these patterns, you make the wrong move and you start second guessing yourself, it can happen, believe me. I'll bet you we've had easily 10 games under 100 this weekend.
Wow.
Unbelievable. It can happen. But the great part about it was he came back, pulled this the last special entry squad, and made it. So good for him.
That is good.
Yeah.
Guess
That's
he took
determination.
took some time out after that first squad and just
reevaluate it.
Yeah.
Knew what he did wrong, which is good. Changed lines, changed equipment, and grinded it out and made a check. Good for him. I won't mention his name because although I should, because I like to give him stuff, but I'm not going to. Because everybody will do that. I don't care who you are. Everybody's going to do that.
I'll admit it. I've done it once before.
Sure.
Well, quite a few times, actually.
Yeah, everybody has. You can't believe that you can bowl that bad, but yes, you can.
It's true.
Yeah, we're just about done our first round of matches here. Now, these 3 winners will obviously be in the top 5 after this, and they'll all share in our mega pot on top of the prize money. So the 3 bowlers in these first round of matches that do not advance will finish tied for 6th and will each receive $150. Oh, that's a big double for Kylie on lane 23. That's very big.
Huge.
Barry answers. See, again, Sean misses a single pin spare. Barry missed a 2-pin spare.
He actually spared that.
Yeah. Every now and then on these scores, if the rake drops too fast, the camera gets it late, and it just gives them a miss.
Yeah.
So we have to keep our eyes on that. This match is basically over. Barry's in complete control. Unless Sean strikes out and Barry opens out, and I've seen that too. then it's a ball game again.
Yeah. We'll make it interesting.
Yep. Let's see if we can put some pressure on him here.
Go Brooklyn.
Maybe. Okay. All right.
Carried the 5-pin, but then get the 10 out.
Unfortunately, he would have liked to have had it the other way around, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So the best he can do is 150 scratch. I take that back. 120. He can go 180 scratch. So Barry basically just has to show up his last 2 frames, and he's a winner. Tony and Rick are in a battle. Right now, Tony's got a 20-pin lead. and one pinned with handicap, so he's up 21. Let's see, Shane. Shane is grinding it out with Jerry. He's still not out of it, but time's running out. Weird weekend for weather once again. Isn't this crazy so far?
It is
unbelievable.
Crazy.
Unbelievable. For a while there, I thought all the tornadoes were just following me. Nice shot for Tony Ritchie on 28. That's big because Rick can punch out and give him some serious problems. Actually, it would force Tony to punch out, so this could be very close. Oh, wow. Absolutely no help at all. 5-8-10 for Sean Diggs on lane 25. So that match is pretty much over. Barry Powell's going to be our winner on 25 and 26. So he will move on, but he's going to bowl our second-seeded player, who is J.R. Rodriguez out of Fort Morgan. He'll come in and take the lowest remaining seeded player, which is now going to be Barry Powell. Ooh. Once again, our top two bowlers waiting in the wings. Chris Curran, our overall leader, and Ramon Rodriguez Jr. out of Fort Morgan. Two master players. Chris probably one of the higher average bowlers in my club. Chris is a mechanic down at Arapahoe Bowl, where we'll be again in a couple weeks. Father Rick, who for years ran the WBA, which until they disbanded, was the longest running amateur club in Colorado. When I first took this over, they were that was one of the venues that the higher average bowler could participate in way back when, and they did very well. Him and Phil Talbot ran WBA, and Carl and Dot Bailey. Of course, our TV pair is going to give us scoring issues. That follows me around, too. That's that Murphy's Law thing we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
All right, Shane McCool, best he can do now is 176. Basically, Jerry's just got to stay behind the line. He's on a strike in the ninth. The total pin count, even if he doesn't get a mark, should give him the win there. And poor Rick can't convert to 4.57. The best he can do is 78. Now, that's still a match with Tony's split in the ninth frame. Wow. Ain't over yet. Okay, Barry probably with the highest scratch game in his first round, a nice 234. And he's going to move on to take on J.R. Rodriguez. Gets him into the Megapot proceedings, get some extra money. And that split just about erased all of Rick's chances of doing anything at this point. So Tony Ritchie's going to advance. Oh, I crossed out the wrong one. Hopefully that's not a... I'm afraid I did that. I jinxed him.
I was saying, it looks like Jerry got him.
Yep. I jinxed him.
All you had to do was keep it on the lane, and he did.
Yep. That's the other thing. You have to know, you really have to know where you stand in your match. You really have to be aware of what you really need. Because there's times if you don't know and you know, you don't get the correct pin count, or you don't realize that you need to make a shot, it'll cost you. You really have to know where you're at.
Yeah.
It looks like our first round of matches are about to wind up. In the first round, your winners were Jerry Kiley, Barry Powell, and Tony Ritchie. And we'll add J.R. Rodriguez into that mix. And in just a moment, we'll reset our machines, get our lane assignments ready to go, and we'll begin our round 2 matches. Again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood. Winner today is going to receive $2,020. And again, we'll be back right after this message.
Sticker Giant helps people make great stickers. I'm John Fisher, and I started the company. Every sticker has a story behind it. Every sticker has something behind it besides just stickiness.
People seem to flock towards stickers no matter what they are all about.
It's a portable billboard. It can go anywhere.
I've seen stickers on little girls' foreheads.
Cars, motorcycles.
Stop signs, you know, we don't endorse that.
Baby bottoms.
I see stickers everywhere. I see stickers in my dreams.
We're a small little group of people, and we all kind of have the same vision for success.
Every person is quality minded, top to bottom. We're about getting the job done right.
The quality of Sticker Giant stickers is really fantastic. We run 3 different materials here. All of them were researched to find the best possible thing we can get.
We can get your email and process your stickers in 24 hours and get them out to you.
We try and do things quickly, we try and do them accurately, and we try and get people the stickers that they want. People ask me what I do, and I go, we make stickers all day. There's this company in rural Boulder County, and all they do is make stickers and labels. What makes Sticker Giant a great sticker? What the customer wants, because we can print any kind of sticker. Every day there's a sticker to where I see it, and I just want to know the story behind it. I want to know the company. I want to talk to the owner.
We take people's passions, things that they're really fired up about. We make it over and over and over so those people can tell their story to the world.
All right, we're back for round 2 matches. Nicholas Sarciero and Emily Eckhoff at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood, ABT's top 8 match play elimination rounds. This is round 2. We have second seed J.R. Rodriguez Jr. He's out of Fort Morgan. Bolenberry Powell out of Thornton or Brighton, somewhere up there. And our other match, Jerry Kiley, Littleton, Inglewood area. Jerry moves around a lot. Up against Tony Ritchie at Colorado Springs. Jerry spotting Tony 7 pins on 27 and 28, and Ramon's giving Barry 12 pins. So again, close matches. Ramon leaves a 10 pin. Jerry tried to chop the 1-3 and got lucky. Now all these bowlers are now in the Megapod, so the losers of round 2, they're going to receive a total of $365 each.
Wow.
And then we're down to 3 bowlers, and rock and roll, away we go. Next week we're at AMF Broadway Lanes in Littleton. We're going to be bowling on the PBA Scorpion. That's a good shot by Barry, leaves 10 pin also. Tony tugged it a little bit, leaves 3-6-10. I'll tell you what, that 3-6-9-10 on a sport pattern, that was so hard to make when we were bowling sport leagues. We started calling that the Big 4. That's how tough it was. Just brutal.
I'm trying to think of what they call it on the PBA.
It has to be something that we can't say.
Yeah.
All right, he hangs in there. All right. Everybody's got a mark first frame. Round 2 matches. Ooh, better shot. Oh, what a break. Oh. That'll help your confidence a little bit.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Kicks out to 5-7 for his strike.
And that 5 pin slid, too. It
Sure
didn't want to
did,
ball,
yeah.
and then it finally got that messenger and hit both the 5 and 7.
Tony Ritchie up on lane 27, frame 2. He's looking to get things started here. Well, couldn't quite get up the hill. 2-4-8-10. One of my all-time, I leave that thing ridiculously amount of times. I get real good at making this stuff, but I keep telling people, if you leave it long enough, you actually get pretty good at making it.
It's not true for me, because I leave it all the time, and I have yet to make that split.
Actually, I bowled league here, scratch league here, and I left it 3 consecutive times on the same lane, and I made it all 3 times. And my teammate said, "Okay, we get it. You can make it. We quit doing that. Make a move." And I said, "Yeah, I've been trying."
Pretty close.
Ooh, yeah, okay. All right, 9 out, not bad on the 2-4-8-10. 25 in the second, but does give Jerry an early advantage. Take up some of that 7-pin handicap. He had to spot Tony. And Ramon missed that, I guess it was the 3-5-6. He's up in the 3rd frame trying to get back on track. Crossed over, kicked out the 9 for a strike. Well, I guess both of them got lucky on that lane.
Yeah.
Ooh, that looked good right off his hand. Jerry Colley with an excellent shot on lane 28. Strike up, gives him an early lead. Oh, that's 2 lucky breaks in a row. He might have to buy my lottery tickets for Wednesday's drawing. And with a 12-pin advantage and handicap to boot, so he's got Ramon in an early hole here. Ramon is a very, very good match play bowler. He's won 5 or 6 of my master titles over the years. Good player. Tweaked it a little bit. Leaves a 3-6-10. Barry close. That was a better ball. Leaves the 9. So you got to go back to throwing garbage, I think. That could have carried. But
well, when he carried the 4-pin, I thought it was a good shot. It was a little high.
It was a little high. And then, not as high as that. I mean, that was better.
That was
not
better,
quite as
but
high.
it was still high.
Yeah, it was.
It was a great shot.
At least he kicked the 4-pin out. It could have been a 4-9 just as easily.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Jerry converts. Staying clean. Early advantage for him. And Barry converts his spare. So Ramon's got to get going real quick here. Barry's on a mission.
Since the first game?
Yeah, really. Had the high scratch game out of the 6 players in the first round. Rolled it up. Nope, just quite didn't finish. 210, but very makeable. Tony, a little high, leaves himself 610 again, makeable. But 610, I tell you what, that is like the ultimate chop spare I've seen. Unbelievable. And believe it or not, this weekend, more people chopped the 10 off the 6 because of that hang we were talking about. They gave it room, but then it would skate, and they wound up taking out the 10, leaving the 6. Ooh, that was a good effort by JR. Oh, he was worried. Tony was worried. But he makes his spare. Ramon makes his. No, he didn't. I take that back. He missed the 210. So he's got 52 in the 4th. That's a big hole. Down almost 40 pins. Switched equipment, tried to get a little bit different look, but didn't look like it did anything different than the ball he was using before. It looked like he was using a Fusion.
The ball before, he was using the IQ Fusion.
Yeah. Tony came back on 27 with a strike against Jerry Kiley, keeping himself in the match somewhat. $278. Oh, it only gets 1. 60 in the 5th. He's in serious trouble. And again, it can happen. It's just that easy.
Definitely can.
So now when you go back to school, does the bowling program start right up? Do you guys get together before classes begin?
I know last year we got together before classes began, but I don't know what exactly he's going to have planned for this next season. Because I know the bowling season starts in October.
Yeah. And you start class, what, end of August?
Somewhere around the 22nd of August.
Okay. So that gives you about 5 weeks before you really get into it.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Jerry misses a 10-pin, 68 in the 4th. That gives Tony some life if he can double with that strike in the 4th. Good shot by Barry. That was better. Comes back with another double. Barry is really rocking right now. Combination of decent shots and luck, but that's okay. You gotta have both. If you're not real good, gotta have both.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, JR went back to the Fusion. Just won't go. I wonder if he's using pin-up stuff. It just seems like it just does not want to do anything.
Yeah, he's not getting the angle that he wants.
Yeah. That looks good.
Brooklyn.
It ended up good.
Yeah. With luck.
Yes. Jerry's been known to do that. All right, more direct. All right. Picks up the bucket, which isn't the easiest spare on any condition. Gives himself a little bit of breathing room, but time's running out for JR. He's got to really make a move, make a decision, and execute shots and hope for the best. Tony Ritchie up on lane 28, looking to double up and try to get back some of that handicap that he lost. He crosses over, but leaves the 3-9. And again, double wood on these patterns can be all kinds of fun. Meanwhile, JR on lane 23, a better shot, but left a 7.
He was actually pretty high.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay. Makes a spare. Another strike by Barry here could just about seal his fate. Seal JR's fate. Barry's in excellent shape. Now the winner of these two matches will bowl right in front of us for basically the semifinals. And then the winner of those two will meet our tournament leader, Chris Kern, out of Morrison, Colorado. That was good ball speed. Excellent look into the pocket for a 3-bagger. He is really moving now. 119 in the 5th with a double up. Tony and Jerry are locked in almost a tie. Oh, couldn't get the 10 out.
Good shot by Tony.
Yeah, that's a 3-pin match right now with a spare conversion. That's close. Barry with a 4-bagger. He is just moving. He can shoot 279.
Two solid shots in a row.
Yes.
Great.
Okay, JR went back to that other ball. Still can't carry. Leaves 10 pin. Just one of those. Can't find that right fit. And I've heard that from a lot of the better players. Isaac Hernandez this weekend being one of them. A clean 180, 190 because he just can't get any kind of carry. Well, it looks like Barry Powell is seeding himself into the semifinals. He's going to take on one of these two gentlemen to our right. And they're deadlocked in a good battle here, Jerry Kiley and Tony Ritchie.
Can he double it up? And he
does.
Nice
shot. Nice shot. He needed that to get a little bit of breathing room.
Yes.
And even now he's only up 7 pins, so because he had to spot Tony 7 going into the match. So still a close game. And Ramon wants to get off the lanes as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Again, typical, like we talked about, we're going to see 150s and 160s, and unfortunately for JR, that's exactly what's going to happen. And of course, he picks a guy who's probably going to shoot the high game scratch in the whole tournament all week.
Yeah, I know those scores.
The old luck of the draw thing. Yep.
Brooklyn, and he leaves a 5 pin.
All right, fortunate just to leave that, but it's locked up mathematically in fantastic shape. Can still shoot 248 if he strikes out in the 10th.
Jerry tugged that.
Yep. Wow.
Wow.
That can be difficult. 1-3, 9-10. But he's on a strike. He lost count on the double, though. Which makes that game even closer. Now it's 3 pins, and he has to convert this spare.
Oh, yeah. And with that sleeper, it does make it a little hard.
Yep. And Jerry's A game is direct with speed, stay under the ball. Not the easiest spare for him to make in this situation.
He uses his plastic ball.
Oh, and he almost got away with that. Almost took the 10 pin into the 9. So he's open in the 7th for 122. And again, even if Tony goes spare, basically a scratch match, and he has a 7 pin advantage, it's going to go down to the wire.
Tony.
Nice
Pocket shot.
Yep. Needs to do that. Tony's one of our regulars out of Colorado Springs, bowls at Kingpin a lot, bowls at Peak Bowl. Another excellent match player. Yeah, very good player. He's one of the guys that I call a great team player. He is what I call the ultimate grinder. He very rarely gives you a bad game. So on a scratch league team, you want guys like that are just steady as a rock.
Yes.
You know, he'll give you his big game every once in a while, but he very rarely gives you a bad game, and that's a great team player.
That is definitely a great team player right there. And that's basically what you need in college ball.
Absolutely.
Too.
Yes, you do. Yeah, you need that. You need your anchor bowler who can really rip the cover off the ball and give you big time strikes. But you need those guys to take that pressure off you. Ooh, again, Tony was close. Almost dropped the 6 off the 10. All right, Ramon Rodriguez is one of our bowlers that are going to finish tie for 4th. He's going to get $365. And we're just waiting on our final match here between Jerry Kiley and Tony Ritchie. That's close. Oh, came up late but couldn't get out to 2-8. 2-8 not as difficult for Jerry. He likes, like I said, he likes to go up and let the ball walk left. This is a great spare to make using, you know, the ball to that advantage.
Yeah.
He's down 9. with the spare conversion. He's down 9 pins. So he either needs a break from Tony or a double in the 9th and 10th. Oh, only gets the back pin. Now he's in trouble. 131, open in the 8th. Giving Tony pretty good advantage. Now he's going to finish his 9th frame. He really needs a strike here to set up the 10th.
Yes.
Tony will finish first, so he'll know what he needs going into those last 2 shots. So have you had a chance to bowl locally since you've been back?
Yeah, I bowled the back-to-back weekend for CSBT.
Okay.
And I am actually bowling a league up at Brunswick Zone, Westminster.
Okay. Is it a PBA Experience League?
Yes.
Okay. Is that the Sunday league?
It's actually on Wednesday
Oh,
nights.
Wednesday nights?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. He has his winter one, I think, is Sunday.
Well, they do have one on Sundays. It's just adult.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm bowling the adult youth one, which
Okay.
is Wednesday nights.
Very good. Decent size league?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Good.
Take up most of the house.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Very good. All right, we're down to crunch time here. Jerry failed to get a strike in the 9th, but he did get a spare. Puts Tony in great position. The best Jerry can do is 181 scratch. Tony, if he opens, can really give it right back to him. So this is key. Oh! Leaves himself to 4-7-10. 41, best he can do. Boy, oh boy. That's going to give him, even if he gets the 2, he's got 150 in the 9th. So now again, we're down to basically a scratch match, and we're looking at anywhere from 6 to 8 pins. It's going to be a 10th frame game. He could have really given himself an advantage with a mark there.
Yeah.
And he still can if he converts, of course. But odds are saying he's not going to do that. So now that I've jinxed myself, Tony will make this clean as a whistle. And there won't be any ties today, I'm sure. He's going to give it a shot.
Oh, really close.
Was. Well, it gives him 149 in the 9th. With his strike, Jerry has 151 in the 9th. So you're looking at a 5-pin difference because Tony has a 7-pin advantage in handicap. So we're literally going down to the 10th frame. Need a double or mark versus an open. Okay, here we go. First ball in the 10th for Tony Ritchie. Pulls it. Oh, all right. Gets the 8 out of the back. Leaves himself only the 3-pin. So now we're looking at the best Tony can do is 169. It was spare strike. 196 with handicap. Which means that at this point, Jerry still has to double, but he's alive.
And Jerry can do it.
He can do it, absolutely. And I think he has. I think he likes the look he's got on 28 better than 27.
I think he does.
Okay. Looks good. All right. Spare conversion by Tony. Again, count could be a factor, so let's see what he can do. Again, the best he can do is 169, 196 with handicap. But he did force Jerry Colley to double, but Jerry can win. He can strike out and beat him by 5 pins. A little high, but got the kick. All right, 169 for Tony. 196 with handicap. He has forced Jerry Colley to double.
What I think that makes this a great match is that both these players are playing outside.
Yes. Yeah, pretty much playing the same part of the lane.
Yeah.
ball speed a little bit different and possibly cover stock a little bit different, but they're getting the reaction that they're looking for.
Yes.
The winner of this match that we're currently watching is going to take on Barry Powell coming up through the ranks. Barry actually finished 7th out of the top 8, but he's got 2 wins under his belt, looking for number 3. Nope,
had too much speed on that one.
Too much speed, killed himself. All right, so Tony Ritchie is going to move on, and he's going to face Barry Powell. It's our TV finals pair right here on 25 and 26. Our semifinal match coming up in just a moment. Right now, we're going to step aside and take a short break. Again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood. All right, we're back. This is our semifinal match here. Holiday Lanes in Lakewood. Again, this match is going to feature Tony Ritchie against our 7th seeded player, Barry Powell. Tony, the higher seeded player, is going to lead the match. So we'll begin frame 1 on lane 25 for Tony Ritchie out of Colorado Springs. Barry Powell out of Westminster, just north of here. This could be a very close match. Just a 4-pin difference in the handicap. Tony plays a little straighter and more direct. Barry gives it a little bit of belly. All right, good mixer. Got a strike to start off. Leaked it out a little bit, came back strong, left himself a 9 again. Let's see how tough this job is. My producer is now eating in front of me with a smile on his face. Do you believe this? That's incredible. I can't believe you're doing this thing. Sorry. All right, Barry.
Hey, I'm in a holiday.
No, you can't. You're right. Absolutely. Elbow Room's got great food, and you're taking full advantage of it. All right, both bowlers marking the first frame. Barry Powell starting frame 2 on lane 25. He has the 4-pin advantage. But a little higher, leaves himself to 3-6-10. For those of you that don't know the Schisler family, Barry is his mom was Les Schisler's niece. So I guess Barry is some kind of second cousin once removed or something like that. But all a bowling family. A little bit of speed, good conversion. Alright, so he's got spare. First 2 frames, Tony Ritchie up on lane 26, looking for a double. Open up this match a little bit. They let that 4-pin out there, but he's spotting it very well. Looks like it's going to go high. No, it holds pocket and he gets a double. That's the look he was looking for because in practice, he kept coming up late, and he finally put it together, got himself a key double here. To take a early but slim lead in the semifinal match. Got a lot going on at Holiday this weekend. They just finished up state tournament for us. And now we're here, and next week is the regional PBA event with a Pro-Am. Those of you that just want to come down and watch some of the best bowlers in the area, you'll see a lot of them here next week at Holiday.
And their warm-up sweeper is just getting started.
The warm-up sweeper is just getting started, so we've got a lot of action going on. We're always a great league and tournament house.
Unfortunately, we lost Emily to that sweeper.
Is that what it was?
They needed one more body and wanted to give away an extra spot.
And she jumped right in.
And
that girl.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's right. I'll never forgive her, but you know how it is. It's good for her. Get her feet wet, get some good competition going. All right. Tony 8 count after the double. Leaves himself to 3-6, 2-4. That'll be fine in a minute. Lets the ball hook left, unfortunately, leaves the 2 pins, so he's opening the third, 56 in the third. So what little advantage he had, he just gave to him. And that's Barry Wilkins as well. Give it room. Good look. Will he kick the 10 out? He does. Strike in the third, 37 in the second, strike in the third. Even if he doesn't double, he's going to be at 5 pins. Double puts him at 15. You know, Scott, eventually I can see you bowling this and turning the production capabilities over. Is it to your wife or your sister? Or?
Sarah, my sister, She finished up the production up in Greeley today. She normally actually heads up our football coverage.
Oh, very good. Okay. That was probably one of the better shots Barry's throwing right now. Key double. Gets him up 15 pins early.
If I wanted to make it ironical, I would bring my son.
Oh, that's right. I met your son with this.
And have Nathan do this.
Very good.
Although he'd want to cut of whatever winnings.
You think? Duh. Yeah. That's a no-brainer. Tony, hold. A little late. 6 pin goes in better. Leaves himself a 10 pin. Needs to make this conversion. That's early.
Just got loud.
Of course. Look at this guy. Not only is he making money, but now he's stealing everybody's pop and stuff. What is up with that? Next thing you know, if you don't watch out, he's going to have your fork and he's going to be El Burrito here.
I'll look down and like roll over a burrito.
Exactly. Yeah. He'll have a smile on his face. Be like a Cheshire cat.
Well, how could you eat this and not have some?
All right, Tony did convert that 10 pin in the fourth pin. Up in the fifth. Still a fairly close match. Mark Murphy's separate score. Looks good. Yeah, he got the 10 off this time. 76 in the fourth, strike up in the fifth. Barry Newell's hoping for a double. Increase that 20 pin lead here in the strike in the fifth. We got the mixer. Free bagger. These are 67 in the third. Possible 97 in the fourth. Giving him a 25 pin lead. Could extend the lead to 35 with a free bagger.
25 pin lead, is that a good handicap?
Yeah, that actually matches real close. Only 4 pin difference between the two contestants. No, not at all.
Scratch.
Strictly pin. He got away with that one. He could have left the 4-7-10 and picked up the 10. So conversion rate goes to 115 in the fucking strike. And Tony would have to double just to get rid of 10 pins. I would say the way Barry's been balling right now, Tony's going to need that. Good shot.
You pretty much always need a double. You're going to make a win and a win.
Well,
you need to put together a strange price.
And you got to have the first one before you can do it. Alright, Tony up in the 6th frame here. Could use another one over here to make it interesting. I don't want to get married too far away. Nice shot. That was high flush. Now he's pretty much got it within the market, which is great. Loser to scratch Scott with the mega pot. $630.
I'll take it.
Got me.
Yeah, that's not a bad afternoon.
Not at all.
Or a weekend, depending upon when they did your qualifier.
Exactly. And that second place today will be 1,060, and the champion today is going to 2,000. With the turnout this week, first place next week over 2,300. And again, next week's event will be at AMF Cowboy Leagues in Littleton on PBA Scorpion. Hold. It held. Now he's got a 3-bagger. We got ourselves a ball game.
So we'll be saying hello to Brenda
Pfeiffer, Stephen McCracken,
and Andrew Berry.
Andrew Berry, Big Al.
Mike Smith owns the pro shop, right?
Yes. And of course, my favorite, the little Dairy Queen in the front. Gotta have that before I go. Ooh, that was a great shot. Lose himself a minute. Good shot.
I actually like the taco shot about half a block.
Yeah, half a block. Yeah, exactly.
Or to the north.
Yeah, that's right, because the Chinese buffet is
to the south. Yeah. Everything else is a car dealership.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we're on Car Dealer Hill there. All right, Barry converts him out. 134 to 6, Barry 7.
I'm going to step up a little technical glitch.
And this is your basic close match, folks. Looks pretty good for off his hand. Man, a great reaction to this. Striking the 8th for Barry gives him 154 to 7. Tony Ritchie, even if he doesn't strike, basically we're looking at almost a scratch match and a 4 or 5 pin difference between the two runners. That's with 2 frames. Right now, Tony up in the 8th round, looking at Stone taking a 4 and take a slight lead. Tony couldn't convert, goes a little bit, lose himself to 3-6-10, which means he is now down 5 points. Let's see if he converts this one. Now the advantage is Barry Powers, because he's got striking with the other on the 9th. Pretty good hold, yes he does. Okay. Converts a 3-6-10. There's a 153 and a 7, spare the 8th. We got ourselves a ball game. 4 pins, 5 pins, with 2 frames to go. And the winner of this semifinal match will meet alternately with Chris Carter out of Morrison. And either one of these players are going to be getting pins from Chris. Chris a solid 210 average ball rate on these patterns, which means his house shots is probably over 220s or better. Looks good. Excellent shot. Excellent shot. 173 the 8th, strike at 9th. Barry's going to finish first. The key for Barry is got to get a strike rate here to get himself some money. Otherwise, it gives you advantage of the turn going into one of our closer matches we've had, and a good one. Going to go high. Got a break. Oh, and he almost carried the whole thing. Looked like he's going to leave a big 4. Went that to the 4-7, only leaves himself to 7. Conversion here still keeps him that 5-pin lead going into the 10th frame. Once again, it's a question of either somebody doubles or somebody opens. Or both, or neither. Oh, Barry gave it a lot of room. Key mistake. Gives him a flat in the 9th, 182. Which is now going to have Tony with a slight pin advantage and a strike up in the 9th. Tony can basically pull away from him in the 10th frame with some good execution. Barry right now needs to refocus and try to at least double here in the 10th, give himself a fighting chance. Nice shot. Very nice. Okay, needs to do that again. This 2-0 will not make it. Not today, I don't believe.
For our viewers, I'd like to apologize for that audio glitch you were hearing. It should be resolved now.
That wasn't ZZ Top, was it?
No.
Okay.
No. Maybe a little Black Sabbath.
Get a break. Oh. Went Brooklyn on a mixer and almost kicked out the 9. So the best Barry can do now is 202 plus 31, 233. So right now all Tony needs to do is mark in the 10th. And he'll move on to get into the final match against Chris Kerner. All right. Good effort by Barry. 202. His low game of the day, but all 3 were deuces. He has nothing to be ashamed of. 233. If he does lose this match, then he takes home third place money for $630. I think that's enough. Let's see, he could go 190, 197, 224. No, he needs to make this.
He needs to pick this spare up?
Yes, he does. Well, I wouldn't want to have to make the 278 to win a match. Wow. Now the pressure's on.
Of course, if you're going to win, let's do it spectacularly.
Why not? Yeah, we create some buzz about Tony back home in the spring. So, hey, that's the guy that made that split in the 10th
That's
frame.
right. It's kind of dark on the approach, so I'm not sure if the folks can make out, but as a 4-time Masters champion.
He's actually 6. Oh, and he couldn't
get to 7 pin.
201. He's going to lose 233, 228. What a great match.
5 pin spread.
Wow.
And what was the difference on the handicap?
4 pins. That's how close it was. Unbelievable. Okay, so Tony Ritchie's going to go home in third place, but he takes home $630 for third. Good weekend for Tony. He came up today and qualified in one of our special entry squads on Sunday morning. So not a bad trip out of the Springs. Comes an hour north and makes $630. Okay, we're getting ready for our championship match here at Holiday Lanes. This match again will feature our leader, Chris Curran of Morrison, taking on Barry Powell out of Westminster. This should be an exciting match. We're going to step aside for just a moment. Again, you're watching Colorado Sports TV and the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood. tournament leader Chris Kern out of Morrison, Colorado. Chris is looking for his first ABT title. Gentlemen, shake hands, best of luck, and we're going to begin our championship match. Chris is the one of our higher average bowlers in the club, averaging 210 with us, and on these patterns, 210 is just very, very good bowling. And Barry's going to lead off frame 1. Barry's going to get 31 pins, Chris 13, so there's an 18-pin difference that Chris is going to spot Barry here in our championship match. Again, the loser of this match takes home $1,060, and our winner today is going to win $2,020. Comes up just a little bit light, leaves 2-4-5. Barry's well represented. He's got his mom, his brother, sons, all here rooting him on. Brother Joey, one of our master players. Joey cashed in recently, looking to get into stair-step finals. Ooh, almost chopped the 5 off, but gets a spare conversion. Good start. Okay, here's our first look at Chris Kern. Again, Dad, Rick's watching. Rick, miss seeing you, buddy. Hope you're doing good. Chris, excellent bowler in his own right. Okay, frame 1 for Chris. They're basically playing the same line. Chris, not as much of a belly. Comes up a little high, leaves himself the 3-6. Chris is a mechanic out of Arapahoe Bowling Center. You've seen a couple of our telecasts there before out of Greenwood Village by the Denver Tech Center, south side of town. Oh, it floated on him, and it'll do that on this pattern. So Chris is open, first frame 9. Looking to get things started. Already spotting Barry 18, so he doesn't want to let him get away too early. Okay, a little bit more direct. Oh, got a break. Crosses over, but kicks out the 9 for a strike. Okay, frame 2 for Barry. Nice shot. Nice shot. In control, good shot. 20 in the first, strike in the second. Both bowlers with a strike in the second. Let's see if either one of these gentlemen can double up here and put some pressure on the other. Okay, frame 3 for Barry, looking for a double. Ooh, pretty good shot, but leaves himself a blowout 7. That was a pretty good shot. Scott just ate dinner, now he doesn't know what set of headphones to put on.
Well, I've got one of them allows me to talk with you, and the other one allows me to monitor our broadcast.
Okay.
So...
All right, Barry converts that 7-pin. He's got 40 in a second. All right, Chris needs a double here and get back in the match. Gave it a little bit more room. Excellent, excellent reaction. That was high flush. So Chris comes right back at a double and almost gets back to even. So he's down 19, and most of that is handicap. So very early in this championship match.
Doesn't really look like Chris is suffering from what a lot of the first seed bowlers do with
he's
getting cold while everyone goes.
No, he stayed pretty loose throughout the matches. Looks like that ball's setting up on him early on 25. He got away with it the first time, crossed over. This time he went right through the face, left himself to 6, 7, 10 on a double. So he's got 36 in a second. Looking to give this one a shot here. All right, he'll get his 2. So he's got 64 in the fourth. Unfortunately, early hole with 2 opens. Open, double open for Chris through 4. Barry looking just to stay clean and keep the pressure on Chris. Nice. Looks like both players have an excellent look on 26. 25 seems to be opening it up and causing them a little bit of problem. But if they see that and make the right move, they should have the same reaction. Let's see if Barry makes that move on 25 here. Boy, a double here could really, really be huge early. Oh, yep, he did it. Good reaction. Got a double, so he's got 16 to third, double up. Putting a tremendous amount of pressure here on Chris. Chris has to regroup. Make a couple good shots here and get back in the match. Nice. Ooh. Flush 10 pin. Yep. All right, easily converts to 10 pin. So Chris has 64 in a fourth spare in a fifth. Barry 16 to third with a double. Commanding lead early here, but you never know. It's never over till it's over, right, Yogi?
That is true.
All right, let's see if he can make an adjustment here and get back in the pocket. Nah, it's going to go rough. Oh, and he got lucky again. That's okay.
Brooklyn didn't seem to matter. He still was able to get that strike. Looks like they need to do a scoring correction.
My floor director, Mr. Glover, is right on it. Well, Chris, 84 in the fifth with a strike in the sixth. Barry looking to increase that lead. Oh! Great shot. Great shot, leaves himself an 8 pin. You can't throw the ball any better than that. That was just excellent. But even with a spare here, it still gives him 25 pin lead scratch, plus 18. He's up 43 pins if he marks.
I've been scolded by the mechanics for saying this before, but I swear every so often they put a Velcro tag, little Velcro dot down.
You would think so. You say, how can that not carry?
Normally it's on the 10 pin.
Well, the 8, there's just absolutely no deflection whatsoever. The ball actually goes in front of the 8.
Yep. Barry seems to like 25 a little bit better than 26.
I think he likes both of them, to be honest with you. He's doing okay. Uh-oh. See, you had to jinx his ass, didn't you? I hate when you do that. Okay, we got the big 4, but he does have a pretty substantial lead, so it's not really going to hurt him. Get his 2 pins and step back and regroup. He's still in good shape. Oh, I don't know if that's going to hold. Oh, he actually went for it. Got one, so he's got 132 in the 7th. 132 in the 7th open. Chris can actually throw a couple together here and get within a mark. So the door is wide open. It's up to him if he decides he wants to go through or not.
Well, both bowlers have had momentum and then left open.
And then left it go. There's a mixer. He needed that. All right, so we got 84 in the 5th for Chris with a double. He can actually take the lead scratch and get to within 10 pins or so. Wow, what a swing. We went from 43 to a mark. It can happen that fast.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got to make this adjustment on 25. He's been high all 3 shots. Looks like he moved in. Oh, it still wants a crossover. Leaves himself an easy spare, though, 5 pin. So with this conversion, we'll have 133 in the 7th, and technically a 1-pin lead scratch. So he's down 17 with 2 frames to go. A lot better than being down 43 with 4 frames to go.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I thought that was going to make a left turn Clyde and going to miss it completely, but it held on. All right. So we're basically down to a 3 and a 2 frame match here. Barry needs to step up. He's been very good on this lane. Up, little light, leaves himself the 2-4-5-8. Not the easiest of spares on this pattern. He really needs to convert this to keep his 17-pin lead.
One thing I've noticed about the Wolf is, after observing it for 2 days now, is you're not going to see a lot of strike runs.
No, you're really not. The transition really will drive people crazy just like that. He really thought that he set it down short, gave it an early roll, and the ball just never finished. So now he's got 140 in the 8th. Strike for Chris gives him 153. Now we're looking at a 5-pin match with 2 frames to go.
Ah, but that's what makes it exciting.
Absolutely. Yep. And this is going to happen, and it will. You have to be realistic and say, you know, there's a chance I'm going to leave it open, but good chance my opponent's actually going to do the same thing. So you got to stay positive, execute your shot. Okay, that one went high, leaving him the 3-6. He's got to be careful not to chop this, or like Chris did in the first frame. He went direct at it, and the ball hit that out of bounds and skid it and went right by the 3-pin. So Barry's got to be careful. Good shot. Very good. Okay. 140 in the 8th, spare in the 9th.
Barry's able to spare out his half of the foundation frame here.
Yeah. Yeah, he really could have used that, but mark is good. That's okay. It's going to come down to the 10th frame, realistically, no matter what happens. Chris needs a big strike here. Flat? Did he carry?
No. Left the
flat
10 pin.
Yeah, flat 10. Okay, 152 in the 8th. So he's down 6 if he converts. Oh, he gave it room and he flagged it. Ow,
into the gutter it goes.
That was a huge mistake. So now we're looking at 161 in the 9th. He's down 19 with 1 frame to go. He's got a punch. Barry has to open. Otherwise, it's Barry's ball game.
Yep.
It's completely in his control.
And Chris is on a pattern where strike runs doesn't really happen.
He never found 25.
No, he left a 5-10.
Whether he refused to make a move or just the ball wanted to go left the minute it hit the lane, because when these things open up, they can get pretty treacherous. And it seemed like both bowlers had a real struggle on 25. So he opens out, unfortunately. 169 for Chris. 182 with handicap. And Barry is our champion. All he has to do is stay behind the line.
Pretty much. He's down by 1 before even throwing his first ball. And he strikes.
That's enough.
There we go.
There's your champion, ladies and gentlemen, Barry Powell out of Westminster, winning his 2nd title, $2,020. After he pays off all his family, he's going to have $19.50 to take home. And his brother Barry's going absolutely right. Did all that work for $19.50.
That was a smile on Mom's face.
Absolutely. Most bankers are always happy when the finances roll their way.
Yeah. So far, we haven't pulled anything down. They'll be up for at least a year.
Okay, that's okay. 179 for Barry. 210, and he is your champion. We're going to step aside just a moment. We're going to have a talk with our newest ABT champion, Barry Powell. Again, you're watching Colorado Sports TV, the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Sticker Giant helps people make great stickers. I'm John Fisher, and I started the company. Every sticker has a story behind it. Every sticker has something behind it besides just stickiness.
People seem to flock towards stickers no matter what they are all about.
It's a portable billboard. It can go anywhere.
Seeing stickers on little girls' foreheads.
Cars, motorcycles.
Stop signs, you know, we don't endorse that.
Baby bottoms.
I see stickers everywhere. I see stickers in my dreams.
We're a small little group of people, and we all kind of have the same vision for success.
Every person is quality-minded, top to bottom. We're about getting the job done right.
The quality of Sticker Giant stickers is really fantastic. We run 3 different materials here. All of them were researched to find the best possible thing we can get.
We can get your email and process your stickers in 24 hours and get them out to you.
We try and do things quickly, we try and do them accurately, and we try and get people the stickers that they want. People ask me what I do and they go, we make stickers all day. There's this company in rural Boulder County and all they do is make stickers and labels. What makes Sticker Giant a great sticker? What the customer wants, because we can print any kind of sticker. Every day there's a sticker to where I see it and I just want to know the story behind it. I want to know the company. I want to talk to the owner.
We take people's passions, things that they're really fired up about. We make it over and over and over so those people can tell their story to the world.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at Holiday Lanes in Lakewood, Colorado, and I'm with 2-time Classic champion Barry Powell out of Westminster. And Barry, congratulations. That was great. Thanks, great effort. Did it the hard way, 7-seeded player out of 8.
Yep.
Had to win 4 matches. You told me before how many times I had to beat all these guys. Yeah, I was going to laugh and say, oh, yeah, I got to beat them all. But you went through the field, did a great job. Made the shots when you had to make it. Took advantage of a couple of lucky breaks.
Yep.
You actually got tapped a couple of times. That 8-pin was just as good a ball as you can throw.
It's pretty ugly.
Yeah, high flush 10 on that lane. But like we were just talking about before we got on camera, 26 for both of these players. They had a great look. Both of them threw strikes almost at will on lane 26. 25 started to open up and hook up early. I noticed that you stepped into it a little bit, and you realized that you did have to make that. You were the one that made that move.
Yep.
You know, Chris has been around a long time, a very good player. I was really surprised that he didn't do that, and it actually wound up costing him a match. He flagged a 10 in a 9th frame that basically would have come down literally to like 3 or 4 pins, and it would have been a one frame match, and anything can happen. But you held fast, you were tough, you were steady. I liked your focus. I thought you did a great job. You've come a long way.
Yeah.
Long way. How long has it been since your first title?
It's been probably maybe a half a year.
Is that all? Okay. I thought it was a little bit longer, but I know it took you a while to get that first one under your belt.
Yeah.
And I know Joey, your brother's still trying to get his first one under his belt. But he's getting there. He's getting there. He really is. Cashed a couple times now. He's gotten his feet wet. I think he's getting more comfortable in these tougher patterns.
Exactly.
Has Ricky been able to help you at all? I know you're from the long line of bowling family. You got Ricky, Roger, Les, all of them.
Not really.
Has he had a chance at all?
Not really, but it was real close last week. I mean, I missed a cut by 2. I mean, I come back, I was minus 49. I come back, shot.
Yeah, that's right. You had that huge game.
And I missed a cut by
a couple just missed the cut, yeah. And that was only a top 5er. Otherwise, you get it.
Yep.
You know, but that again, that's the thing that you have to. We try to teach everybody. You can never ever give up, because you never know.
Yeah.
You know, you could have given up after that second game, and you gave yourself a chance, and you did. You battled back. You almost made it last week as well.
Yep.
So I'm real happy to see your performance and your mental game.
Yeah.
It's gotten very, very good.
And my mom was just keep in there. You never know. You can bowl 279, 300. So I kept it up and missed it by 2.
Yeah,
so
and very easily could have shot 300 last week. But I think you'll take $2,020 instead of the 300.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
All right. Well, we're gonna go again. Next week we're at AMF Broadway Lanes. We're going to be on the PBA Scorpion pattern.
Okay.
Going to come and try to defend your title, go for back-to-back?
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you there next week on behalf of Barry Powell, our newest ABG champion, and myself, Nick Lasorsa, director of the Amateur Bowlers Tour in Denver. Thanks for coming out and watching this week. Again, don't forget next week, AMF Littleton. Take care. We'll see you around the bend.
Yeah, thanks, you guys.